What's up, Solutionaries? It's Maj Toure here. Want to give you all an amazing update on our Solutionary Center and our work with BGM and all of the solutionary lifestyles. And first, I need to say thank you to everybody. For the last 8 years at this point, all of our classes, Stop the Bleed, yoga, sewing, conflict resolution, obviously Second Amendment, every single class for years has been based on voluntary donations and has been free to all because of you, the donors. Whether you gave $5, $10, 5,000 companies that have given $10,000, Second Amendment organizations, none of this would have happened without your support. That support has led us to have tens of thousands of new folks get involved and go get licenses to carry. For those of y'all that say, oh, the license to carry that's a personal choice. At the end of the day, we've gotten tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of people involved in the Second Amendment space, primarily in urban America. Black Americans have been the largest new buying gun demographic in America for years, even all the way to Black Guns Matter and our work being cited in the Bruen decision. If you don't know what the Bruen decision is, it is tremendous and legendary pro-gun legislation that the Supreme Court has decided on. And that changed the face of how pro or anti-gun legislation or cases are going to be perceived and moving forward. All of that has happened with your support. So I want to be very clear initially to let you guys know, thank you tremendously. We are now about $56,000 away from the end of our goal. That means we will have raised and given away close to $1 million over these last 8 years doing this work, and we're this close to utilizing that remainder to buy our building. Now, some of you all saw the emails and things saying we had a countdown for the month of July because the owner of the building is entertaining selling the building. That's going to happen. The owner of the building wants to sell it to us, but we got to make a solid offer. There was somebody that was supposed to buy the building and that deal fell through. What does that have to do with you? We have an amazing opportunity that I honestly didn't think that we would have to put up a better offer because the owner of the building is not there to just give us a building, right? Put up a solid offer, buy the Solutionary Center, and continue to do this amazing work in a location that can be a template for locations all around the country. Now, when I say close to $1 million, it sounds like it's a whole lot of money. And for the average person, 100% it is. But I want y'all to understand what you guys have supported that's helped us fight against. We are up against Everytown for ending gun violence or whatever they call it. That's Bloomberg money, billions of dollars. We've done this in the middle of the Biden administration giving $13 billion for the Office of Gun Violence Prevention. We are up against very well-funded, very well-organized anti-gun, anti-freedom agendas. And I want y'all to really give yourself a pat on the back because for us to get this amount of stuff done with less than $1 million compared to, that's like the lunch budget for some of these big anti-gun organizations over that same time period. So I don't want to scoff over that or gloss over it. And I want you guys to understand that that is 1,000% because of you. With all of that being said, that's why having a hub like this where people can come learn, use the center for free, teach classes for free, that's why we're at this final stretch and we legitimately are like, hey, we got to get this done. Because just imagine, we do it in Philadelphia, the birthplace of America, we show success there, then we can roll this out to other areas. That's the overall goal. Now, this is very important because doing that, if we were able to fight these anti-gunners with these pennies, imagine if we got a building and then can replicate. Now, we're at the final stretch. About $56,000 left. That's about 560 some odd donors at the $100 level. We have to make a decision here because if we raise this money and we're able to buy the building from the owner, that's amazing. But if we can't, we are still utilizing those resources to do Second Amendment, pro-gun, pro-freedom work all around the country. So it's going to be a win-win either way, but I believe two things. One, we should not quit. We should finish this goal. Solutionaries in general, but me specifically, I hate not finishing something. So I want to finish this thing and imagine the power that goes along with we were able to do these things, raise $1 million and get a building in the midst of this anti-gun agenda that has way more resources than we have in the areas that everybody said don't do. Don't do hoods across America. The suburban and rural America is not going to link with you. They don't like the urban people having guns. All of the nonsense that I heard for however many years, almost a decade at this point. My point in saying that is we want to make sure that we solve this, so we have to have a cutting off point. Now, I know some of y'all gonna say, well, just keep going, da-da-da-da. We can't do that. This cannot be we're gonna be another 8 years fundraising for $56,000. Let's just keep it real. I can't keep telling y'all, yo, we almost there, we almost there, we almost there, if we don't shrink the timeline and make an actual date. So, October the 31st, Halloween, spooky season. We got September and October. We got 560 donors at the $100 level to get it done. I believe that we can do it. I want us to do it. I like our building. I like it. I think we should roll it out and do more. But regardless of where we land, we got shit to get off the pot. From now, the day when you see this, we will be doing a countdown until the scary time, until Halloween. It is scary for me to believe that we won't finish this. It's horrifying. It's Michael Myers, okay? But I think that we can. So we're going to be counting down from September the 1st to October the 31st to get this done. I believe that we can get it done. I believe that some of you guys that have already been donors want to pitch in again, want to pitch in half of what you gave before, want to pitch in the exact amount that you gave before. It doesn't matter. I believe that the general public, you solutionaries, all of you that are about the Second Amendment, that are about freedom, that are about uniting America, I believe that you want to see this done. And I'm going to make sure I push every single day with the cutoff point of October the 31st. And then we transition into whatever the next phase or opportunity is for BGM, for the Solutionary Lifestyle, Solutionary Center in general. But I believe we can get this done. So I want everybody that sees this to do two things. One, share it all over the place. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you watch your content as you see in this, put it somewhere else. That costs you nothing, but it helps with us fundraising and spreading the message. And two, we want everybody to go over to givesendgo.com/solutionary and be a donor. If you gave before, give what you gave before or give half of that. If you haven't given before, be a donor. We would prefer everybody be at the $100 level so you can get access to Solutionary University, all of the classes, curriculums, meal plans, shooting drills, workout routines, private community. We would prefer that, but you don't have to. 560 donors at the $100 level till October the 31st. We can do this. GiveSendGo.com/solutionary. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for sharing this. Thank you all for pitching in. Let's get it done. Be safe. Be solutionary.